enter a plea of guilty or nolo. You may wish to enter a plea of not guilty, and while you prepare for trial, you can also look up that information.
Buckle up, because today's courtroom saga is one of those cases that feels like it was written by a committee of internet conspiracy theorists, a caffeine-powered YouTube law professor, and a Renaissance fair escapee. We're diving into the world of sovereign citizens, the people who read 2 paragraphs of a blog post and suddenly think they've unlocked the secret codes of the legal universe. And this defendant? Oh, he's not showing up alone. No. He arrives accessorized with his very own self-proclaimed sword-wielding, gun-toting attorney general, a man whose legal credentials are about as real as a coupon printed from a toaster. In this video, we're walking through not 1, but 2 courtroom appearances, the warm-up round where the judge tries to teach basic reality, and the main event where logic taps out entirely. Pay attention to the judge's patience, because she delivers one of the greatest impromptu legal TED Talks ever recorded. And keep your eyes open for the defendant's shifting identities: DeMarcus Brown, DeMarcus Bay, DeMarcus the beneficiary, DeMarcus the non-driver. It's like watching a legal Pokemon evolution in reverse. Strap in. This is a masterclass in how sovereign citizen tactics crash and burn in an actual courtroom. And trust me, the ending? Oh, you're going to want to stay for that.
Okay, so Mr. Bay,
Yes.
aka Marcus Cantrell Brown, so you're seeking a continuance to get new counsel?
Yes.
Okay, do you have someone in mind, sir?
I not right now. I'm seeking counsel.
Okay, so here's the thing. I'm going to give you a continuance for 30 days, or I'm sorry, until January 5th. But by that time, you need to have counsel on board when they come back so that they can talk to the state to determine if there's anything they can work out on your case, or if they need to get all of the information necessary for a trial, if that's what you choose to do. So by January 5th, I will expect that you will have counsel.
Well, I have paperwork on the docket that haven't been rebutted. I have affidavits of truth that haven't been rebutted.
Okay, sir, we don't do affidavits. People have to appear in person because there's a confrontation clause in the United States Constitution that says witnesses, you have the right to confront witnesses in person. So we don't do affidavits, okay? If you have witnesses that are going to present testimony or evidence on your behalf, then you have to have them come to court and be sworn in and testify at that time, okay? So we're not doing any dismissing and all of that stuff. No, sir. When you get your counsel, they'll be able to discuss it with the state, and then y'all can present whatever to the court.
And the accusing deputy must be present too, right?
And here's where the first crack shows. The defendant claims he needs a 30-day continuance to find counsel, a perfectly normal request, except for the small detail that he's already found someone. The narrator's right. This man absolutely has representation lined up, though maybe representation isn't the right word when your attorney's qualifications come from the University of Facebook Sovereign Law School. This tactic is common in sovereign citizen playbooks. Stall, delay, pretend to seek counsel, repeat. They treat court calendars like flexible gym memberships. But the judge sees right through it. She grants the continuance, but draws a line. Come back with real counsel. Not an imaginary one, not a YouTube professor, not a consul of foreign nation-state DeMarcus. She wants someone who actually passed an exam harder than an online quiz. This moment sets the tone. The judge's patience is steady but firm. She's giving him every chance to participate in the legal process like an adult. And he's already drifting into sovereign citizen nonsense before we hit minute 2.
Okay.
So the people always say that, but here's the thing. The state gets to choose whatever witnesses they wish to bring, just like your side gets to choose whatever witnesses you wish to bring. You can't rely on them to bring the person that you want. So if you want to subpoena someone to appear for trial, then you need to subpoena them. You cannot rely on the state to bring your witness. Okay?
Okay. I got you. So,
all right. Anything else?
And jurisdiction can't be challenged at any time, right?
No, sir. Jurisdiction rests with this court because this is where the locus of the incident is.
Well,
Mr.
court,
Bay, let me just explain something to you.
Court cannot confer jurisdiction.
Mr. Bay, Listen to me. Listen to me.
Okay.
I went to school for 3 years for this. That's full time. If I had gone part time, it would have been 4 or 5 years. And I have been working since, oh Lord, I ain't gonna give my age, but I've been a lawyer and a judge for quite some time. I've been a judge for 10 years as of this year. A lot of times people come before me because they've learned stuff from other people, or they've gone online, or they've read it themselves. But I tell you, it doesn't work the way you think it works. And so there's a set of statutes, cases, procedures, all of those things that we have to learn. In fact, let me show you something.
Well, how do you have...
Wait. You see this book right here?
This right here is one of the greatest sovereign citizen shutdowns in recorded history. When a judge pulls out the literal physical law book, you know she's preparing to explain reality in a way usually reserved for kindergarten classrooms. And watch what she's doing. She's not mocking him, she's educating. She's showing him, this isn't about vibes or YouTube gurus or Black's Law dictionary cherry picks. Real law is a massive interconnected system built on statutes, case law, procedure, and decades of professional training. And sovereign citizens always fall apart here. They believe the legal system fits inside a TikTok video. They think that if a word appears in all caps, they can claim they're a different metaphysical being. Meanwhile, judges rely on thousands of pages of law that sovereign citizens don't even know exist. This is the moment the judge really tries, to steer him back towards sanity. But as we'll see, he's already strapped into the jurisdiction doesn't apply to me roller coaster. And he's not getting off anytime soon.
This is just this year's edition of all the stuff that I have to be able to find to figure out what's going on in your case. This is just this year's edition. And I got a book like this that includes evidence and procedure. I got a whole wall of books. So when you come in here challenging jurisdiction and all of this stuff people have taught you, it's not books.
Can I show you my Black Law dictionary?
No, sir. Because Black's Law, that's a dictionary. That's not the full case. You know, you come in with all of these ideas about how you think the law works, but every lawyer in here has done at least 3 years of law school and trainings, trials, all of those things. So you're not going to change the way we do things. So the best thing to do is to get an attorney who can talk to the state about your case, and then we can get this resolved. Your case is pretty simple. You got traffic offenses.
Well, I still want you to prove on the record that you have subject matter jurisdiction, personal jurisdiction.
I'm not proving anything on the record, sir. I wear the robe. They put me in this position. I've been here 10 years. If I didn't have subject matter jurisdiction, I wouldn't be here.
So you say it's not a difference between public and private for the record. There's no difference.
Sir, get an attorney.
Okay, all right. January 5th.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And Mr. Bay/Brown, you've indicated that you wish to have an attorney, so I'm going to rely on the fact that you're going to have an attorney. Don't come back here with the same stuff, and I already told you it's not going to work.
So you're telling me United States codes don't work?
No, I'm telling you, you don't know them.
Got him.
So first of all,
right here.
The United States codes don't work in Georgia because Georgia has its own code, OCGA.
So the meaning of driver is different in Georgia.
Yes, sir.
But according to 49.
Mr. Bay, I'm not doing this with you. Get an attorney.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. You're free to go. We'll see you on January 5th at 11 a.m.
I have interest in that matter. Is the defendant ever free to go?
If the who, what?
Is the defendant in error free to go?
No.
Well, let the record show the defendant in error is ordered to stay and participate.
Here we hit the classic sovereign citizen meltdown point. The insistence that federal codes somehow override state law, but only when they think it helps them. The judge's response, I'm telling you don't know them, is a surgical strike. She's not arguing the existence of the law. She's stating the truth. Sovereign citizens misunderstand everything they cite. This exchange is a perfect example of the Dunning-Kruger death spiral. He's confidently wrong and doubling down because he thinks jargon equals expertise. The judge, meanwhile, has the patience of a saint, explaining state jurisdiction, statutory authority, and the basic structure of American law. The defendant's reply? Essentially, new This is the turning point where the judge recognizes he's not here to understand the law. He's here to argue with a system he doesn't comprehend. And that makes what's coming next even wilder.
Okay, who is the defendant in error? That's a new one for me.
The all cap name is trust that I am a beneficiary of. My name is not spelled in all capital letters. I have a court order decree saying that.
Okay, Mr. Bay. Mr. Bay, do you have an attorney representing you, sir?
Attorney General, my Attorney General is online. You may speak to me, sir.
Is the Attorney General, Mr. Bay, hold on, let me ask my question before you tell me something crazy. Is the Attorney General a member of the State Bar of Georgia?
I'm a non-state actor. I'm a foreign national. Matter of fact, I filed
Mr. Bay.
oath of office.
Mr. Bay, I don't care if you were Alexander Putin, the premier of Russia. If you are in Georgia and you're represented by an attorney, that attorney would have to be a member of the State Bar of Georgia. Foreign national or not. Just as if you went to another country and you had an attorney represent you, that attorney would have to meet the requirements of that country and of that state. Okay, Mr. Attorney, Mr. Bay, hush. Mr. Attorney General.
I'm trying to set a record.
Mr. Bay, Mr. Attorney General, are you a member of the State Bar of Georgia? You want to unmute for me?
Speak, bro. Get off me.
All right. The curtain rises on Act 2 of this legal circus, and the star performer enters, the self-proclaimed Attorney General. And let's be clear, anyone can say they're an Attorney General. I could say I'm the Attorney General of Pancake Land, but that doesn't make IHOP a sovereign nation. This character is instantly iconic. He logs into a Zoom court with a gun and a sword visible in the background. A combination that screams, I take my legal training from both Skyrim and Breaking Bad. This is where sovereign citizen cases go off the rails. Instead of finding real legal representation, the defendant brings someone whose qualifications appear to be. The judge knows immediately what's happening. And when she asks if he's part of the Georgia bar, you can see the whole house of cards trembling. Because sovereign citizens always think they found a loophole that 300 years of legal history somehow missed. Spoiler, they did not.
What's going on is he's a member of a foreign state corporation basically doing business in Georgia. So
Okay,
basically,
sir, that's not what I asked you. No, sir.
I get what you're saying,
No, sir.
man.
No, and I get what you're saying, but we're not doing that because that's not how we operate. Those are not the laws under which I am required to conduct court. So we either gonna do it my way or we're gonna put you on the calendar.
We understand the rules of the court. I got you.
Okay. Are you a member of the State Bar of Georgia?
No, I'm not a member of the Bar of Georgia.
Okay,
what I'm trying to realize
he can represent himself.
You need to take consideration on that matter on how he's doing business in Georgia.
He can represent himself, or he can be represented by a member of the State Bar of Georgia. But he cannot have you represent him or purport to represent him. Okay, that's not going to work. All right. So, Mr. Bay, do you wish to choose someone who is a member of the State Bar of Georgia to represent you, or do you wish to represent yourself?
I invoke my right to remain silent as the beneficiary of Demarcus Cottrell Brown estate.
Okay, sir. So, sir, you're invoking your right to remain silent, which means that you do not wish to enter a plea that
I plead to be released.
That would resolve your case today. As such, the court is going to enter a plea of not guilty for you.
Judge, you cannot practice law from the bench. On USC 454, judge practicing law from the bench.
And put you on a trial court, on a trial calendar so that your case may be heard at trial. All right, sir. Thank you. You'll get notice in the mail if anything changes about your if anything changes about your address, then you can go ahead and let us know by coming in.
I demand evidence hearing.
You will have that at the time of the trial,
evidence hearing.
You're not going to have an evidence hearing today because that's not what we're here for. This is
you are dishonorable. I got your oath, Tammy Long. Hey.
So, Mr. Bay, I'm going to enter a plea of not guilty on your behalf. You'll have a trial at which time you can have an evidence hearing. You'll get notice in the
You're
mail.
in violation of Article 6, Section 2 of the Constitution.
Your notice in the mail, then you can appear for hearing with whatever evidence that you wish to present.
Object.
Although you are not required to present any evidence or testimony because the state has the burden of proving the case against you. Thank you, Mr. Brown. You're free to go at this time.
Object.
All right, Kevin Jermaine Burrows.